Welcome back to Hensley's Adventures. Now we're here at the GasSpringsShop in Coventry, and here with Nick, who's going to kindly show us exactly how to fit gas springs and the actual,
process.
The process
on how we calculate.
and the physics and how it's not easy, is it?
It's not. No, it's not. It's tricky business. It's like gas springs. People think they are, but they're not.
No, and I must admit, I'm so glad I've come here to see Nick because I would not have worked it out. And there'll be springs left, right, and centre going.
Not a problem.
So, okay, here we go. Anyway, Nick, it's up to you. It's on your.
Well, obviously, we need to understand what this is, the weight, the size, which is quite obviously easy in measuring. So, for this, we need to find the dead weight, ideally, of said lid.
And I've got some scales.
As crude as this is, a set of bathroom scales. That wood's in that trailer.
Yeah.
You can hold that. You wanna, oh.
Yeah, I'm going to go inside just in case. Okay.
Now that'll give us a weight of what we call a hinged weight.
That's 72.3.
Fine, superb. Right, that can come out.
Okay. Perfect. I'm coming out.
We've already measured the size. What we've learnt there is we've learnt the weight of this contraption.
Yep.
But we've got a hinged weight, not a dead weight. So when it's a hinged weight, whatever the result is there, we times it by 2. And that gives us a dead weight.
Okay. With this though, it's not actually pivoted on the edge. That causes a little bit of another problem, doesn't it?
It does, because we have an offset pivot point.
So rather than having the pivot point here, which is easy.
Normal practice.
Yeah.
We have
Nothing's normal about us, is it?
We have a pivot point here, which changes the physics of said gas springs and where they need to be located, and possibly the size and pressure.
Okay, and now it's back to the computer.
It is, yes.
To sort all the physics out.
It is.
Okay, let's go.
Application of what you have on your trailer is, in theory, this style, which is we're coming up
Like
from,
a lid, yeah.
exactly, from a lid, as that is operating now. So we've input the dimensions of your lid, the weight, the hinge point, pivot point is modified as we said because it's offset.
Which is about 200 mil, yeah.
And then once these are all inputted, we press the continue calculate button, which will give us a gas spring, brackets and position points.
And this is on your website as well.
It's on our website, GasSpringsShop.
And anyone can just do that, and it's.
Yeah, anybody can do it as long as
easy.
you've got.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously we make it look easy because we do it every day.
You do.
There is an instruction video which will show you how to weigh something like we have just done in situ. Within this, it's a little YouTube video. So yes, it is relatively simple. We can't make it any more simpler. So that is basically what we are trying to achieve. If you can imagine, that's the tent here, and then the trailer base is here. And then this is the operation of what we want it to do. You can see the pivot point off centre.
And then
discussed.
Obviously the C measurement and the A measurement is crucial.
Yeah, because obviously if you don't adhere to those, there is an assembly drawing tab here which will open up your, in a bit more of a detail, giving you your A, B, C and D measurements.
Okay, yeah.
As long as they're adhered to, you will achieve what you want it to achieve.
And one of the main important things as well is the gas strut has got to be
They
like
have to work
that.
in a vertical motion.
But if it's on an angle, you've got problems.
Yeah,
it's got to be
they won't last,
100
they'll either bend or break.
dangerous.
Yeah, well, if they spring off, obviously,
Yeah.
in this application, there's an awful amount of pressure in here.
Yeah. And what pressure have I got on there?
1200 newtons.
That's a lot.
It's an awful amount, yeah. It's a lot of pressure, that is. Yeah,
Yeah.
we are lifting 130 kilos at the end of the day.
Put it this way, I'm not going to be packing it.
Yeah,
Amanda's going to be packing it, not me.
So that's it, really.
Okay, so that application, what is the cost, may I ask?
For yours, For all your bits and your gas springs, bracketry, etc., £169.44.
And do you have that in stock now?
We do. We carry an enormous amount of stock for this. We don't just do what you see there. We also do replacements for various makes. So we do a direct replacement for various makes, and also you can configure your own, meaning if you have a gas spring at home and you know the length is, let's say, from that point to that point, the centres as we call them, 500mm, type it in, you have a pressure on your gas spring. All gas springs should have a Newton force. It's just industry practice, and then search, and that will give you a gas spring to fit your application.
So replacements, very, very easy, and if not sure, phone
Call.
phone Nick.
All our details are down here. There is a contact. So yeah, of course, like normal normal website. Yeah, it is relatively straightforward. Taking you through the gassing process. So obviously we've picked said gas springs for the trailer. We have our rigs here with nitrogen for filling and unfilling. We test the spring on this machine, and what we're trying to achieve here is 1200 newtons for this application. That's well within parameters. That's it.
That's it. Done. That's ready to go.
Your gas spring.
So how often do we have to have these serviced then, Nick?
They're consumable items, so therefore they don't need to be serviced. Just general maintenance of a wipe down and probably a spray of WD just for a bit of lubrication. And the lifespan is like it's like a piece of string. I can't really tell you. Are they going to last 10 years or 20 years? But I don't think I'll ever see you again.
Don't you think so?
No, and if I do see you coming again, I shall. We've got cameras outside and not open the door. And ban you from the road.
Well, I'll phone you up though, Nick.
Well then, I've noted your number, and that's going to be blocked on our system.
All I can say is thank you, Nick. Honestly,
You're very welcome. That's what we're here for.
You spent a couple of hours here, actually, haven't we? And you've gone through all.
Feels like days.
But no, really a big thank you, Nick. He's gassed our struts up. He's gone through all the process. I must admit, to tell you the truth, without this, it wouldn't have happened. Seriously, it's not that easy. The physics in it.
No, they're not.
It's not easy. And where you got to position it, what you got to do, you really got to know what you're talking about, because they can be dangerous.
They can, very much so. Yeah.
So yeah, serious part. Big thank you.
You're very welcome. Take care.
And I might phone you up next week.
Sorry, didn't hear that.
I'm sure I've done what Nick told me to do. I measured the C measurement, I measured the age measurement, and I've done the D measurement. I'm sure it was right.
Well, we'll soon find out.
If not, we go back to Nick. So
Don't think he'll let us.
he will. He will.
Right.
I've just got to take this clip off here,
Okay.
and then there's a case of going inside
I'm hoping for the best.
and hoping for the best. Right. In fact, what I might do,
He's run.
He's run.
You're gonna run away now,
Bye,
yeah.
love. What I might do, I'm going to lift it up, put these bars towards here, right, so it's still in place if you have to, okay, and then yeah, hopefully you're going to be able to lift it up. Okay, so you lift it up.
Got no chance.
You okay with that? You sure?
Yeah, soon find out.
Okay, let's get rocking and rolling. Lift this up, a bit higher, a bit higher, a bit higher, a bit higher. That's it, that one's in.
Does this make me look really strong?
It does make you look really strong. That one's clipped in. Right, you got it now?
Yeah, I've got it.
You sure? I'm gonna let go.
Let go.
Get me the clip. Right. Oh. It's clipped into there. That's.
If in doubt, use a hammer.
If in doubt, use a hammer. Sorry, Nick. I know they shouldn't be doing that, but oops.
See if
Right.
that should stay up then.
It should stay up. It might come down, but okay, I've got that. I want you.
Out.
Yeah, you out. If you go
You sure
down
you
there.
got it?
Yeah, I've got it.
Ow.
You okay?
Yeah.
Which red?
Is it light?
Right. Okay. This is the
Step
moment of
away.
truth.
Step away.
That's it.
Hey.
Hey. Right, you're going to put it down slowly. In fact, before we do that, I want to make sure that is 100% in line there. That is 100% in line there. So I'll pull this down a little bit. Oh, it's still quite tough.
That's it. Leave it there because that's what we're. No, I was going to say how far we'd actually have it when
There you go.
we wouldn't have it right up when we.
Well, no, that's the way it goes up, I think. So you lift that up. That's it.
Will it stop? Oh, it just keeps going.
Oh, it just keeps on going.
Okay. So you've
Well,
gotta
I'm going
have
to do
it
that one
now.
more time. Oh, you can't reach that,
No, I
though,
was
can
gonna
you?
say, that's no good for me. I need
You got
ladders.
some ladders,
You
yeah.
have to have ladders to close it.
That's going down. Okay.
Perfect.
And then I'll just do that, just to lift it, just slightly.
And off it goes.
Wow.
Is it sitting okay when it's in there?
It seems to be sitting pretty good, yeah.
A few alterations, but you got there.
Thank you, Nick. And so that's another job done. Back door.
Back door now.
So
Nearly there.
nearly there. Hopefully we're going to be ready Wednesday
Yeah.
Okay.
First trip.
after our first trip. Okay, that's it. Ciao for now.